fly me out there. You don't want to fly out right now.
Stay tuned for Airgun Detectives.
Welcome to a special episode of Airgun Detectives. I'm your host, JC, and our Rare and Unusual series continues. And today I'm pretty excited. Got one of my favorite C02 pistols, the Desert Eagle. These are amazing. Yeah, and I actually have two of them. I got a brand new one and one I did a little bit of modifications to. But anyway, before we get started on this, do me a favor if you hadn't already. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down in the corner. Really helps the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free, but I would greatly appreciate that. Also, check out my website when you have a chance, www.airgundetectives.com. On that site, I got various t-shirts. I've got some hats. I've got my Generation 2 bipods, and I have a very limited number of silhouette targets. They're going quick. Got a handful left, so jump on them while you can. And not to mention, I have some of my personal inventory on there. And who knows, maybe one of these Desert Eagles will end up on there as well. But anyway, let's get back to the subject on hand, which is the Desert Eagles. Here's the original box that these came in. Because like I said, I have a brand new one. These are one of the first blowbacks. Pretty amazing. What they are, this is a 177 caliber pellet gun, and it's a full blowback. These are German made, and you guys have seen these magazines. These are typical with the 8-shot magazines. These come with the CP88s, the 1911s, the Beretta. It's that typical 8-round magazine. Even the Walther cowboy rifle has that 8-round magazine. It's the same magazine. Also, there's a HK that has the same thing. But these are specific. These are the German-made pistols, and you know the quality of those. And these fall right into that same category. Outstanding guns, they really are. So these have, in fact, we'll just show you the strip model here. So these have adjustable rear sight as far as windage goes, no elevation adjustment. They are a full blowback, and the blowback actually works the trigger on these. So if you see it, it's a great trigger, by the way. You got a nice light first stage, and then you jump into that second stage. The triggers on these are absolutely fantastic. But full blowback, you got rails on the top, Picatinny, and on the bottom, which is outstanding. These are a big gun. They really are. But, you know, it's the tradition of the Desert Eagle. The Desert Eagle are big guns, which they are. So just open sights. Takes one 12-gram CO2, drops in the bottom. They say you'll get about 24 shots out of it because they're pretty powerful shots. Because they're claiming this will shoot about 425 feet per second out of the box. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, it is a little better than that. That's for sure. This one I outfitted one of the new Go Waters. This is a green dot sight. This is pretty awesome. I'll give you details later. Remember I told you before, I'm not going to bring you any optics or any information unless I really like it. Well, these micro reflex sights are incredible, and we'll go ahead and demonstrate that. We're going to use this during the accuracy test. But the overall gun here, it weighs about 2.7 pounds. It's got a 5.7-inch barrel, and the overall gun's about 10.8 inches. So as I said before, it's a big gun. It really is. It's large, but and it's not for small hands, that's for sure. So let's go out and test the performance and just show you what these can do, and then we're going to come back and we'll wrap it up with our conclusion and chat about it. All right, so stay tuned for the next segment. All right, we're just going to test the velocity on our Desert Eagle here. I'm just going to use a basic Crosman Premier 7.9 grain. We'll shoot 5 shots, see how it averages out. These are a good baseline. All right, shot number 1. 452. Shot number 2. 444. Shot number 3. 442. 427. 427 again, and that's our 5 shots right there. Yeah, and this is with almost an 8-grain pellet. So you put a 7-grain pellet in this thing, it's going to be shooting 500 feet per second without a doubt. But I just wanted to give you guys a nice little baseline. Yeah, these are one of the most powerful CO2 pistols, and one of the few. It's actually really a blowback, and the trigger is just amazing on it. It really is. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, we're going to test out our Desert Eagle for some accuracy here. And just for the fun of it, and I told you guys I wasn't going to bring you optics unless I really like something. But I got this Go Water, the micro reflex sight. This thing is awesome. This one's in green. But I went ahead and mounted it on the Desert Eagle here because I want to give you guys the best possible performance. And off camera, I'm telling you, I was shooting some insane groups. I'm just hoping on camera we can do the same thing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and shoot these H&N Final Match lights. They're 7.87 grain wad cutter. They put a nice punch, or they punch a nice hole, I should say, in the target. And we're going to be using our 8-inch splatterburst once again. I love the way they identify the target. We're going to be aiming dead center, and we're going to be going for grouping. And I think I have this thing sighted in pretty well. But go ahead and check out our distance. We're at our usual 10 meters, which is roughly about 12 yards or so. Check that out. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do 5 shots. I'm going to aim dead center, and let's just see how well we can make this group. Alrighty. So, shot number 1. Oh yeah. God, this thing is powerful. Shot number 2. Shot number 3. Shot number 4. And shot number 5. Yeah. I mean, that's basically one hole. That thing punched basically one hole. The accuracy on this thing is insane. I am just so disappointed that they quit manufacturing these because they are absolute pleasure to shoot. Fortunately, I have 2 of them. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment. All right, let's test our Desert Eagle here as far as pull weight, as far as the trigger goes. These have really nice triggers. They have a nice 2-stage trigger. It's got a nice soft first stage, and then a little bit harder, hits a wall for your second stage. And that's what great is about these blowbacks, because you get some decent triggers out of it. So, got our trusty Lyman trigger gauge. Let's see how we do. All right, 3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. 3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, we're gonna do a little planking with our Desert Eagle here, and we got our Go Water green dot sight on here. So I'm hoping I hit everything. I really am. I really hoping I hit it all. But we're gonna be shooting the same H&N, the 7.87 grain wad cutter pellets. I like those in here. They seem to do quite well. So what we got set up, we're the usual same distance we're doing the accuracy test down. Go ahead, check that out real quick. You can see our targets we got set up, couple shotgun shells, little steel pig. We got 3 aluminum cans at the bottom. And anyway, so what we're going to do is 8 shots, 8 targets. We'll see how well we do. And yeah, let's just have some fun. We'll go from there. All right. Let's start with the top row. We'll start on the right-hand side. We'll try to get the shotgun shells and then work our way to the left. Okay, shot number 1. All right. And the next one. Yep. All right. And the next one. Yep. We got a, did I just say that? Anyway, we got a 2 for 1 there. Darn it. We got a 2 for 1. So now let's just hit the, so that's 5 targets. Let's just hit the 3 at the bottom. All right. This thing shot those so hard, as you saw that, it punched holes through them without actually knocking the cans over. That's, this thing does definitely have quite the power, that's for sure. All right, let's move on to the next segment. We'll wrap this up. All right, let's wrap this up with our conclusion. All I have to say, simply amazing. These have to be one of my absolute favorite CO2 pistols. And what's the negative on them? They no longer manufacture them. It's so sad because these things, oh my goodness, they're awesome. This is German-made, high quality. The triggers are probably the best I've ever seen on any type of blowback pellet gun. It really is. So let's continue on the positives. These things are powerful, and I'm going to tell you. I've had 7 grain pellet up to right around 500 feet per second on them. And you saw what it did with the almost 8 grade pellets. We were in the mid-4s. The gun's a bit loud, but it kind of fits that profile of the Desert Eagle. It feels like when you shoot it, oh my God, the blowback is nice and crisp. It actually puts out a little bit of sound. It feels powerful, and it feels powerful in your hand. So it definitely lives up to the Desert Eagle image and reputation Definitely lives up to that reputation. But let's talk about some other stuff. The accuracy on these. Oh my God, the accuracy is unbelievable. And then speaking of accuracy, so we matched it up with the Go Water. This is actually the green dot. This is a micro reflex sight. And these are so cool. They're a shake awake design. So you just move it and it'll come on for you and it'll automatically shut off. There's 10 brightnesses levels on this. The thing's waterproof, it's shockproof. It's pretty amazing. And I like it because it's small. It's that micro size. But look how good it looks on this pistol. I mean, it really does. I mean, yeah, it looks great on that pistol. There's no question about it. Yeah, so these Go Waters, they're really, you get a lot of sight for this. And they're right around that $100 mark. And for $100, I haven't seen anything better yet. So again, I'm only bringing this to you because I purchased one and the performance is just outstanding. It's terrific. So what else is really good about this? The blowback on this is absolutely awesome. It's very crisp, and as I said earlier, it's significant. So when you're firing it, it feels like it's cycling rounds in it. It does. It really does. So, and again, I got to tell you, the trigger's just outstanding. I love the double single action. One of the best triggers I've ever seen. So again, I'm going to tell you, these definitely live up to their reputation. And this one, you can see I drilled some holes in here and filled this in. So I got the double white dots here, and then I actually did a little nail polish on the front sight here. This one actually has a laser on the bottom, and then we have our Go Water sight. So let's just move this out of the way. So the stock one, you can see this one's brand new out of the box, and it still has the little writing on the side. I got rid of that on the other one, and then obviously there's no red dot. It's just black sights. But these things, I just can't tell you enough of how much fun they are to shoot. And you do get about 24 shots out of them. It takes a lot of CO2, but you're getting a lot of power. So you might get 24 shots, but you get a lot of power out of each one of those pellets. Kind of like a real Desert Eagle. You're not going to go shoot a bunch of rounds through a real Desert Eagle. It's too much effort, too much abuse on your body when you're firing them. Well, this is really holding true here. So you're going to shoot about 24 rounds out of this per CO2, and you're good to go. You really are. But you know what? I'm lucky I have 2 of these, but then you never can tell. Maybe I'll get rid of one if the price is right. So who knows? But they don't make them anymore. So it makes them that much more rare. And like I said, these are the high quality ones. These are along the same lines as the Beretta, same company. It does the Beretta, the CP88s, the 1911, all those that take that 8-round magazine. So anyway, without a doubt, guys, 5 stars all the way. If we could rate them higher, I would. I've had no issues with mine whatsoever. I probably have a few hundred rounds through this one, and it's just been a great performer. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Airgun Detectives. This is our Rare and Unusual series, and it's going to continue indefinitely because I was looking at my inventory. When I run out of inventory, this will end, and that's not going to be for a long time. So we're going to continue one of these episodes every month. We'll mix it along with our regular reviews. So don't forget, this is where we take the mystery out of the air gun. Until next time, I hope you and your families are doing great. You're getting plenty of shooting in. So take care, and God bless.